Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, exactly.
I told him he was gonna go to the Lakers.
Wait a minute, just wait a second, Lavar. I hate to interrupt you, but we have some breaking news. As of right now, at this very moment, if the Lakers had to make their selection in the draft, time is ticking down. 5, 4, 3. The Lakers don't select Lonzo Ball. That is right. A report came out yesterday saying that if the draft were to take place today, the Los Angeles Lakers would not select Lonzo Ball for a couple of reasons. Partially because they are not even convinced he will be a star, and the other part is because of his father, Lavar Ball. Now, this news is surprising. I mean, once the Lakers landed the second pick, almost everyone had Lonzo slated to go there, mainly because of how much, Lavar has been talking about it. Every time someone asks him where his son will play, he says LA, which, I'm not gonna lie, has kind of blurred my vision. I have heard Lonzo to LA so much that, to be honest, it almost feels as if it had already happened. But I just realized that if Lavar Ball had never showed up, if Lavar Ball never started talking up his son or how good he is or how good he is supposed to be, how many people would actually have Lonzo Ball going number 2 in this year's draft? Like, that's a legit question. How many people would have him over Fox or Tatum or Jackson or even Dennis Smith Jr.? My judgment has seriously been clouded by Lavar Ball. The man has gotten inside of my head. But I guess that's just one thing that scouts and front offices of teams can't allow to happen. They have to make the decision on who they pick based upon who they feel is the best player, not what the general consensus might be, especially if that consensus has been, kind of tainted. And I guess right now, they don't think the best player that will be available will be Lonzo Ball. And I would say it's because, that Lonzo hasn't worked out for them yet, so they don't know how good he actually is. They haven't tested him and won't see how good he is until June 7th when their scheduled workout takes place. But then you realize that none of the other guys have worked out for them yet either. The Aaron Fox doesn't even have a workout scheduled with them yet. I mean, they plan on working him out, but there isn't even a set date. So that right there tells you that it's not just that they haven't seen him one-on-one yet. It's just that they generally feel that at this moment, he wouldn't be the best pick they could make. And that's including the fact they're already assuming Markelle Fultz will go number 1 too. So really, this just opened my eyes. And I'm not saying that Lonzo won't be drafted by the Lakers. There is no longer a chance that Lonzo won't be drafted by the Lakers or that Lonzo won't be a star, because he very well still could be a star. It's just that the Lakers haven't seen enough from him yet to determine whether or not he is actually the best player available. So right now, Lonzo's chances of being a Laker are just as high as De'Aaron Fox, if not even lower, possibly, since they said they wouldn't take him, or any of the other guys they are currently looking at they could possibly take. Heck, I even saw one article that said that LA might shock the world by taking Dennis Smith Jr. with the second pick. And like I said, they do have a workout schedule for him, so that could happen too. I guess we'll just have to wait till the actual day of the NBA draft to find out though, but I can imagine Lavar Ball might be sweating some bullets right now.
Portland selects Sam Bowie, University of Kentucky.
That selection right there altered the course, or maybe not altered, but the NBA could have been much different if that selection never happened, or it probably would have been much different, who knows. If the Portland Trailblazers selected the right guy, if they did not make arguably one of the biggest mistakes in NBA history, 5 seconds, just changing a couple of words to come out of your mouth could change the entire course of your franchise. As we all know who the very next pick in the 1984 draft was.
The Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, the Blazers missed out on the opportunity of getting Michael Jordan and instead selected Sam Bowie with the second pick. I mean, the Rockets missed out on Jordan too with the number 1 overall pick, but at least they still got Hakeem Olajuwon, so they won't complain that much. And to this very day, the Blazers organization regrets that pick, and they will probably continue to regret it forever. And it doesn't help when the Bulls bring up past events to remind the Blazers of their choice. As yesterday on Twitter, the Chicago Bulls tweeted of this. On this day in 1992, Michael Jordan shrugged after making his 6th three-pointer in the first half of game 1. They didn't even have to mention the Blazers in that tweet. Heck, they didn't even say that in the first half of game 1 against the Portland Trail Blazers like they could have. Yet the salt was still real on Portland's side as they tweeted a picture of them muting the Bulls. If it does make you feel any better though, Portland, you guys, I'm sure, learned your lesson after that, and you never passed up on another great talent like that again, right? Naturally, a huge talking point of the NBA right now revolves around the NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the new and improved Golden State Warriors. And after game 1, which featured the Warriors literally walking into the paint time and time again to collect their 2 free points, and the Cavs just handing the ball over to the Warriors when they were on offense, you've heard the Cavs players and coaches either praising the Warriors like Tyronn Lue did.
Yeah, they're the best I ever seen. Okay.
Or saying that the Cavs just had to do whatever they had to do in order to win, which is what J.R. Smith said yesterday. I mean, the man must have lots of confidence too, or is just back in the henny, because not only did he say they could beat the Warriors, but he also said they could beat the 96 Bulls or any other great team in NBA history.
If we take care of what we're supposed to take care of, it doesn't matter the 96 Bulls, it doesn't matter. We would win. So we just got to worry about us, understand that no matter what they do, if we do what we're supposed to do, they can't beat us.
And I know a lot of people are gonna say that him just saying that was a figure of speech. He didn't actually mean they could beat the 96 Bulls, and other people are gonna be like, you know what, yeah, if they played their best basketball, there is a chance they could beat the 96 Bulls. And I'm not gonna sit here and argue whether or not they could, because that is irrelevant. That's not the question. The question is, can they beat the 2017 Golden State Warriors, not the 1996 Chicago Bulls? And I might not know everything that the Cavs have planned or what they need to do in order to win, but what I do know is they gotta protect the paint much better than they did in game 1, or else this is about to be a really short series. I mean, there is no way you can let a team that is as dominant as Golden State is on the perimeter be dominant in the paint as well, because if that is the case, you have a fat 0% chance of winning. I mean, in order to win, the Cavs gotta completely own the paint and at least try to keep up with the Warriors on the perimeter too, because the 3-ball is so powerful that just scoring a bunch of 2s while your opponent is making 3s doesn't get you anywhere. And the Cavs know that. I mean, even Tristan Thompson said the game 2 is gonna be like WWE in the paint. So they know they can't just allow Iguodala and Durant to keep getting wide open dunks in the paint while every one of the Cavs just watches. And I guess just because it's gonna be like WWE in the paint doesn't mean the Cavs are gonna play dirty, or at least J.R. Smith doesn't want to admit that they will play dirty.
You guys had a lot of success the last 2 years against these guys, slowing it down, getting physical, dirtying up the game almost. Is that something you guys might try to do moving forward with these?
Dirtying up the game, I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe that was the wrong word.
Keep kicking people in the nuts, I don't know about that. But, we don't dirty up the game, we just play physical, that's all. Some people don't like physicality, and that's what it is.
That one guy that keeps kicking people in the nuts, he just had to throw that in there. Anyways, I mean, he's not gonna come out and say, yeah, we're gonna have to play dirty in order to win, because the media will take that story and run with it like freaking Usain Bolt. Headlines everywhere reading the Cavs are a dirty team. Cavs can only beat the Warriors by playing dirty, stuff like that. So yeah, he's definitely not gonna come out and say, yeah, we gotta play dirty in order to win. But the truth is, they are. No team gets anywhere in the playoffs by playing an 100% clean game. If you want to win, you are gonna have to be willing to make a few dirty plays. Not like Kelly Olynyk, I'm gonna pull your arm until it breaks dirty, but just the little things, you know, grabbing jerseys here and there, just stuff that the refs might not catch to try and give your team a slight advantage. Those type of things happen all the time. I saw it a couple times from the Warriors in game 1 during replays when Iguodala held Love's jersey just long enough so he couldn't get to the pass, which resulted in a turnover. Green wrapping up LeBron's arm to force a foul, which resulted in an and one. And I'm sure at points in the game, some players on the Cavs did or tried to do similar things. It may not be clean, but those little things really add up, especially in a possession game where every little thing counts. And in the end, it very well could be the difference between winning and losing. And that being said, occasionally, yes, you might have to send a message by committing a hard foul to make the other guys think twice about just walking into the lane to try and collect 3 points, or for some other reason. Not with like the intent of injuring though. I mean, there is a difference between dirty and unsportsmanlike, which I think people sometimes get confused. Okay, so this wasn't really news or anything like that, just something that I found really funny and wanted to share with you guys. You know, a lot of people in the comment section always make jokes about my head or something like that, and I get it. You know, I'm not the type of guy to get easily offended by stuff like that. I think that in order to make jokes, you have to be able to take jokes. If you can't laugh at yourself occasionally, there is no way you should ever laugh at anyone else. And I love laughing at other people, so of course sometimes I do laugh at myself as well. And that is why I found it so funny when JaVale McGee roasted Zaza Pachulia.
That's crazy. They really got the strap. That's crazy that they really was considerate and got Zaza ahead. That's crazy. They so considerate here.
Even though my head might be strangely shaped, oddly shaped, square shaped, as some people want to call it, at least I can fit in a regular sized hat, and it doesn't even have to be on the last setting. But now with all of that out the way though, we can get into the question of the day. And today's question of the day is this: do you feel that the Cavs have to play dirty in order to have a chance of beating the Golden State Warriors? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, but now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. In yesterday, we talked about the latest news surrounding the NBA draft, including a possible Sacramento-Philly trade slash pick swap. And afterwards, I asked you guys if you could see any trades or anything going down during the draft, and you guys said this: I don't think there will be any trades. This draft is nice. I can see a Sixers Magic trade happening on the draft day. I see the possibility of the Sixers giving up the 3rd pick and Jahlil Okafor in exchange for the 6th pick in Aaron Gordon. Orlando can get the scorer they need in Jason Tatum, and Philly will get the off-ball shooter they need in Malik Monk. I don't know, I can see at least one draft day trade going down, especially when it comes to Philly, because while Jackson and Tatum would both be nice, they do already have a pretty solid front court in Simmons, Sarge, and Embiid. I mean, they just need a point and a 2 guard, so if they can trade down and get one of those 2 things, or like that one comment said where they get Aaron Gordon and just draft Malik Monk, I can see them doing something like that. But that being said, my absolute favorite comment of all time was this one: give up a top 3 pick in Jahlil Okafor for Ben McLemore. I will waive McLemore anytime if he's on my 2K team. Just tells us how high your IQ level is, SDC. And he later commented under that saying, why wouldn't they just trade Okafor for the Warriors for some more quality shooters like Stephen Curry? McLemore is trash.
Boy, if you don't get—
Well, like always though, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like on it if you did, and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks, Team SDC, and I'm out of here. Peace!